Yo guys, welcome back to another video here on Trader's Journey on YouTube. Welcome. Who we have here? We got Fabio, we got Car Gauge. Welcome guys. Man, what a weird day. What a weird 24 hours it's been in the markets. S&P 500, you guys know I like to track it. It does seem to be in some sort of downward range here, and we're expecting something to happen, hopefully. Maybe a reversal today, but overall I'm expecting overall market to come down. I'm just not thinking about it much, saying these were long holds in my portfolio. Yeah, so a lot of the holdings I have are long term as well. So these type of corrections do not concern me whatsoever, because we are holding these for the years to come, right? So these corrections, they happen. I've been talking about it for so long in my previous videos, previous lives, guys, that these corrections are inevitable. They're going to happen, and if anything, I see the SPY coming down to 381, 380 level. And right now these levels are not holding on S&P 500, so I'm expecting it to come down to 383. If it rejects 383 and comes through, then we will see 380, potentially 380 on S&P 500. So you guys know I've been telling you guys about the overextension on SPY for a long time. Nearly every video, every live, I mention it. And there's going to be a correction. Whether it happens today, whether it happens in a week's time, it is going to happen, and it's inevitable. So as you can see from this chart here, guys, I have S&P 500 ranging in this upward trend, and it was way overextended. It was just about time now that we're seeing this correction happen. So it was well expected for me, and most of you guys who watch my channel, we expected this to happen. It's not worrying, it's not concerning. For me, I was expecting a bigger correction to happen once the next stimulus gets sent out to the US, to everyone in the US. So I was expecting, due to inflationary increases, I was expecting equities to drop. But this correction is perfectly normal, as expected, and there's no troubles here. Now, a lot of you are obviously still invested in CCIV, SOS, which I'll happily go into if you guys want to talk about that. Hey, Dr. Slomo, welcome. Yeah, it's a correction. Sorry, I don't mean to scare you guys with the thumbnail. I should have maybe said correction. But yeah, it's a correction. It's expected for me, and based on S&P 500 being in this upward trending range here, this correction had to have happened. Yeah, it looks like a healthy correction. Exactly, Alex P. We thank you so much for that comment. Yeah, it looks like a healthy correction here. When you look on the bigger time frame, you'll understand that this isn't a crash. A lot of you people are you've been in the markets for not a long time, so you've not experienced crashes before, and you've not experienced corrections before. These corrections are perfectly fine. In terms of my holdings, I'm holding strong, and if the upward trend does not hold here, then we may see a bigger correction. But if the upward trend holds at roughly the $380 level on S&P 500, I'm not worried. Well, how else will anyone watch the video, Mr. Laxman? At least you're watching it. At least you're understanding what I'm saying. So deep down we know it's a correction, but we as humans can't help but feel down and deflated. Exactly. That's a very good comment there by SherbSoul4966. So yeah, a lot of people will get worried. A lot of people will close out the positions. Same thing happened with SOS when we saw a crash. And I'll touch on SOS later on in this live, but when we saw SOS correct, people just got stopped out of their trades because they weren't experienced with corrections. They didn't do their DD, and that is basically what happened. So yeah, I want you guys to understand what's happening on S&P 500 on a bigger time frame. I said to you guys on some lives previously that 387 was a key level of support for S&P 500. Who remembers that? So Laxman's already in trouble. Guys. Laxman is already in trouble because he doesn't understand risk management. He's already put his whole house onto a single. See, he doesn't understand risk management. He needs to spread his risk. Mr. Laxman, this is some advice for you. You need to make sure you spread your risk, because those are the people that are going to lose out here. Those are the people who are going to lose out here, because if you're putting your whole house onto one trade, putting your whole house into the market, you shouldn't be doing that, because those are the people who are going to lose and are going to get more worried. But my risk is spread. My portfolio is spread evenly and distributed evenly. So anything happens, there's nothing. It's spread out evenly to reduce any risk and preserve any capital, which I'm trying to do. So yeah. So guys, I don't know why you guys are. Look on the bigger time frames, like I said, on S&P 500. Understand what's happening here. Alex P has rightly said here, this looks like a healthy correction. But what we want to see happen here is for price to eventually reject and support at one of these levels. And at that point, when we find good support, that is when we will be good and we'll be back to safety. And hopefully we'll catch some new runs. Yeah, Laxman, if you've never seen red before, markets aren't always green, everybody. Markets aren't consistently green. We see corrections, and it is what you do in those corrections which makes you last in this game. If you're simply just trading these to expect green every single day, then I'm sorry, that's not what the markets are, and that's not how they work. So what you do in these corrections, how you position your portfolios, is what is going to make you more successful. So for any dip position, I'll be sitting on some cash, waiting for a better dip buy. But I need to see for the market to find support and catch good volume at any support level. So that's what I'll be watching for. And keeping a close eye on. So like I said, I personally feel like a bigger correction is going to happen. Usually when these corrections happen, market crashes happen, it's right in front of us, but we just don't understand what's happening, and it's too late for us to come out of our portfolios. So with these type of corrections, fine, we're okay for now. But I am expecting a big correction at some point this year because of the fact of the inflationary. I feel like we're overheating the market. When I talk about healthy corrections, guys, if you look at the S&P 500 on a bigger time frame, let's go to the 1 day time frame so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Jeez. All right, when you look at the S&P 500 like so, right, you see there are bigger corrections which we are yet to even experience. And a lot of you haven't seen so as yet. So seen any of these corrections. So look at these big corrections. We have them at regular intervals, right? And we're still yet to experience that, guys. Some of you are still new to the market. Some of you are still watching the channel because you're trying to learn something here. But I think this upward trend is going to break soon. This upward trend might break, and then that's when we come down and retest potential 321. Potential 358. So the market is waiting that bigger correction, but at this point in time you guys are only seeing a small healthy correction here, and for me, I'm not concerned and I'm not worried about it. What is happening to my damn every time, Alex, every time these charts are not doing well. Okay, so we are in this downward trend here, and hopefully we will see a retest of the upward trend and then bounce, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, it's true, Laxman, it's true. Yeah, some people haven't seen red everywhere before, and the whole market is definitely down today, and we're going to open up the markets in 1 minute. So stay tuned to see what happens here, because I want to watch S&P 500 close. Because these levels are very key for me, these historical levels. We wanted to see SPY retain 385 to retain the bullish momentum, but it doesn't look to be doing that. So I'm going to go down to 3 minute markets open very soon. So let us see what is going to happen here. Just trying to, man, my charts are so weird, guys. All right, let's see what happens. Market opens now, and let's see what's happening. Will we see a bigger drop, or will we see a correction? I'm expecting, usually after a big gap down like this, we should see buyers step in, at least to bring the price back up. But will buyers step in at this level? That's the main thing right now. Struggling SPY, struggling. Next support level I have charted is 383.65. So let's watch what happens. Yeah, crypto is suffering as well. The whole everywhere you look, there is red so far today. Vin says he's riding out. Randy, US stimulus will push through soon, next 3-5 weeks. This will create a bounce. Yeah, it will create a bounce, but then you need to watch out for inflation, because inflation for me will bring down those equity prices. So we have to watch out for that. And any marginal change in inflation can have a big effect on the market. And Vin confirms what Randy says. Make sure you guys dropping a like here on the live would be much appreciated. Okay, SPY's holding up pretty fair here. Let's see where we go from here. Do we see the pre-market low of 384.25? Okay, looks like buyers stepping in here. Is it buyers stepping in here on this candle? Let's have a look closely. Interesting. Looks like it's fighting, the market's fighting to retain this position. Randy. Fiona says, do you think AABB is still a buy at current price or may drop? What price is it? I don't know. This is something I'll have to look at. DM me on Instagram, Fiona. I think we've spoken before. So yeah, AABB, I think still a great long-term hold there. And there is some news coming. News came out just before market open today on AABB, so I suggest you guys research that, especially to you, Fiona. Some good news came out on AABB. So SPY is looking fairly weak. I did want to see a strong buyers stepping in. Volume, selling volume seems to be increasing. Alejandro, if you were to only know, oh, I moved the line on my chart, damn it. Alejandro, if you just look at the bigger time frame, that's all you have to do. The whole market is still bullish despite this correction. That's what people are not understanding. The whole market is still bullish as long as this upward trend holds for me. This is my analysis. And Alejandro is like, when's it going to turn bullish? Well, the whole market's been bullish since 6th of November. Look at the upward trend here. I think you guys need to take a look at the charts and understand them a bit better. Look at the upward trend that we've had here. If the upward trend breaks, then that's when we turn bearish. Look at the bigger time frame always, guys. Always. Don't look at the smaller time frame, because that will just scare you out of all your plays. So yeah, like I've said, I think I need to tell all you guys about my SOS position. I've sold more than half my shares at 400%. Whatever happens to SOS here from here on out does not bother me in the slightest. Literally does not bother me. So you guys need to understand and manage your portfolios, because if you guys are heavy in SOS, buying it at all-time highs, of course the risk to reward ratio is not good at all. You should not be putting heavy balances into SOS when they're near all-time highs. So everyone keeps asking me, what's your thoughts on SOS? Well, I'm not concerned whatsoever. I've moved on to so many other plays since SOS, and I still have some shares holding for the long term. But yeah, SOS is tanking right now, even with the news. Yeah, well, look at the market, guys. Look at it from understand what's happening overall. Just because good news came out on a specific stock doesn't mean it's going to fly up. Look at CCIV. The merger got concluded, and what happened? It came crashing down. It's at $31 right now. Look at CCIV. And guess what, guys? I'm not bothered, because me and the team took our profits on CCIV. We took our profits, right? We took our profits. CCIV is crashing. So look, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Look at the overall market. The overall market is crashing. Why would SOS move up based on some news when the overall market is crashing, right? So you guys need to understand understand what's happening in the overall market to then understand what happens at a granular level by stock. But just because good news comes out, the whole market is just tanking. So it's not going to happen, right? So it looks like S&P 500 is definitely not liking this, and it's taking a dump. It's taking a dump. So you just got to be patient here with any plays. AABB, on the other hand, still strong here. AABB. Everybody's red, guys. Come on. Everyone's red. Everyone's red. There's very few that are going to be green today. So I want you guys to understand that and take that on board. But look, it can't be green every day. It's not sunshine and happiness every single day. We're gonna have these corrections, and as I said, I'm holding all my positions, and if anything, I might size down on my long-term portfolios to ease up some cash, so that I can buy up some stuff when the dip corrects, when we get a correction. Yeah, everybody's red, so we're all suffering together, guys. We are all suffering together. You see what I mean? But it's what you do in these positions during these times which will make you understand how to react to corrections. Because some people, like any correction in a stock price, they're all sold out. They're all sold out so quickly. But if you understand what's happening in the bigger picture, you're not going to get timed out of these positions because you understand what's happening in the overall market, right? So I want you guys to understand that and take it on board, because not everybody's here to tell you that. Seb, geez, what have you been invested in to have red days all week? Geez. Probably not doing something right there, my friend. SPY is trying to find support. Let's see what happens. Paying close attention here. UK stocks are up, by the way, guys. Anyone interested in UK stocks? They're pretty green, because the UK has announced a route out of the lockdown situation due to coronavirus. So anyone in the UK, the markets are looking fairly healthy right now, which is good. Good. Also, when I say diversify your portfolio, guys, you want to understand what I mean by that. Diversify in the sense geographically, by sector. Yeah. But the whole market's red, so any technical analysis you've done to support a stock is not going to work because the whole market's red. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes markets, man, if you looked at COVID-19, no one, it was right in front of everyone, but it just happened. The crash just happened. It was a flash crash. So, yeah, everybody's red today, so you just need to be patient. Just need to be patient, guys. There's really, this is why it helps to be with some, sit with some cash and buy up these dips, because when the market reverses, I think we're going to come down to the trend line, guys. If, in all honesty, I really think if my analysis serves me well, I think SPY is going to come down to 380. That's my personal feeling, guys. SPY to 380. That is my personal feeling. Yes, Matthias. Yeah, we know about IDEX. I had NEO and SOS and a Norway stock named Zaptec, and they have all just been tanking the last week. Well, there's two reasons for that. You're probably late entries, and you've probably bought a bad entry to the stock. SOS had bad news for allegations. Thoughts on that? The Wolf. Well, have you seen the latest news on SOS? I don't think you have. Guys, a lot of people are coming at me and saying, oh, SOS is losing, is dying. Guys, I've been talking about SOS for a long time. If you're just watching my videos just now, you're a bit late to the party. You're extremely late to the party. I've already taken 400% returns on SOS, and you guys are asking me about entries at all-time highs. It's just not going to work. If you look back at my previous videos, you'll understand that, yeah. There was a guy on Reddit, someone shared it on my Discord about the DD due diligence done on SOS recently. Most of the information you guys are trying to get on SOS is in Chinese. How many of you speak Chinese in the live chat? Not many of you, I'd assume. So the reason so think about that. Just have a think about that. Most of the information you're trying to search for on SOS is not in English. Obviously, there's allegations, there's fraud allegations, there's all sorts of stuff. But I'm in it for the long term. Those things I haven't found any information that's scaring me out of the trade. Meanwhile, S&P 500 382. I'd love to see 380. Next support on S&P 500, I have as 381.92. If 381.92 doesn't hold, then we are expecting the trend line to support, or then the next support is 379.99. Where will we find support? The whole market's red, guys. Whole market's red. We're all in this together. So we're all in this together. Thanks to Wolf. PLTR, could you see more institutional buyers with this dip? Possibly. Possibly, yeah. It's just, guys, with a falling knife, look, there's two things I like to say to people. Never catch a falling knife, right? And never jump on a train when it's moving. That's my 2 cents. Take it on board, guys. Take it on board, guys. Never catch a knife when it's falling. Never catch a falling knife, and never jump on a train when it's moving. The same applies to stocks and shares. Same applies to the markets. So we are experiencing a falling knife right now. What we need to see is we don't want to catch it and buy up something. We need to see where it finds support and then use that support to our benefit once the market gives us direction. One of the things I would suggest you guys do in these type of instances is you can always start hedging your portfolio. Now, how do you hedge your portfolio? You can hedge your portfolio by buying a SPY put, for instance. You can buy a SPY put. You can buy a couple of SPY puts, maybe 3 SPY puts, depending on the size of your portfolio. That way, you are hedging against any downside risk, and you could buy the SPY put maybe 2-3 months out just to catch any potential corrections in the market. So that is something you could also explore. It's not something I've done for this particular point, but if we experience a bigger correction and you're too late to exit your portfolio, long-term portfolio positions, you can always buy a put and then take it from there. Yeah, Seb, I keep telling you, man, the whole market's crashing. You're not going to expect SOS to fly up when the whole market's down, right? Just take it easy, man. Take it easy, my friend. SOS is crashing, yeah, but guys, look at the whole market. Understand the context. Understand the context. If the stock is falling, why is it falling? Look at OCGN. It's crapping. Everything's crapping right now. Nearly everything's down. Look at all these shares on my screen. You probably can't see it, but they're all down 20%, 15%, 30%. Every single thing is down. Everything is down. Now, here is S&P 500 found support. That's why your historical levels on S&P 500 is my indicator. I like to use it for direction, understand what's happening in the market, and I have these historical levels to guide me, guys. They always guide me, so I always use them. I told you guys ages ago on the previous live, I told you if 387 does not hold on S&P 500, we will have a correction back to the trend line. I said this. I said it on live. I think some of you were there as well. So I said to you 387 was clear support. If 387 does not support, we will come down to the trend line. Well, I said possibly come down to the trend line. And that's exactly what I said, guys. So this is not surprising whatsoever. Look at the upward trend here. I think S&P 500 is going to come and retest 381, and we'll see where we go from here. Alex P confirming what I said. Appreciate you, Alex. I really appreciate you, Alex, because at least somebody's listening to what I'm trying to tell you guys. 387 did not support, and look what happened to SPY. That's how these historical levels work for me, and I hope they can work for you in a similar fashion. But this is how I use my levels, my price levels, and understand what's happening. T-Buzz Chris was here. Fantastic, Chris. Thank you very much for confirming. So these levels don't lie, guys. These levels don't lie. They help me. They've always helped me, and they'll continue to help me. Historical price points, historical resistance, historical support always has a role to play for me on S&P 500, and I watch them closely. Let's see. Look, we're watching this live. S&P 500. Will it find support here? Will it break through 381.92? Let's have a look. Huge selling pressure coming in. It's trying to find support here. You can see this live here. You're watching this. I had this level charted before I even did anything. I've had this level charted, my friend. And will it find support or will it fall through? It's trying to find support. I think we sell off back down to the trend line. Here we go. It was trying to find support and it didn't find it. So now we're going to retest potentially a lower. I didn't chart these levels. It's been a while, but there is a key support level here which I have to chart. And that is it may actually bounce at this trend line, which would be pretty weird, wouldn't it? 380.95. Let's see where we go. Whole market's red. You just got to be patient here when these things happen. Have some cash ready to buy some dips. James Awkward listens. Well done. Gooey, no one really can answer that question for you, because based on my DD, I'm holding it. I'm holding SOS. I'm not selling. I never sell when I'm down like the market's crashing. Why would I sell out positions? The whole market's down. There's a reason why every stock is down. It's not because of news. It may be because of news, but overall, the whole market is red. Whole market is red. This is where you can get stocks for half price, guys. Guys, listen to what I'm saying. This is when you can get stocks for half price. So what you want to be doing in these points where prices drop, crash, market correction, sorry, not crash, I don't want to scare you guys, but with a market correction, you want to wait till it finds support at any of your historical levels. And at that point, once it finds support, that's when you start buying up, because you can buy stocks for half the price. Look how much stocks are down by TRCH, down 36%. The biggest loser of the day, let me tell you what the biggest loser of the day is. Biggest loser is CCIV, is down 44%. So you're almost getting it at half price. You're getting CCIV almost half price. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you go ahead and buy CCIV, but when the market is dipping, let it find support and take it from there. And it's, okay, still taking a dive, 380.95 is my next support on SPY. Let's see what happens. I told you guys, look at the upward trend here on the 1 hour. Guys, can you see my upward trend on the 1 hour? The analysis does not lie here, guys. Let's see if we can find support at the trend line. Car gauge sold before correction. Now that's a clever man right there. He's taking his profits. Let's see if our trend line holds here and see if 380 holds. 380 is a key level to hold here, because this is critical for me. I'm just going to zoom in so we can see what happens. And look, there's some buying pressure. Guys, we don't get any cleaner than this. If this is what happens, is this what really is going to happen, then amazing stuff. If we're finding support at the trend line, my analysis is proving. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Are we finding support here? Is this support? Let's have a look. Is this support? This is the question. Is this the support? Finally seeing some buying coming in here. Yeah, trading view, this is the one. Everything is in the red light now, exactly. When do you think it will bounce back? Well, I just told you, trend line. I want trend line. I want 380.95 to hold. And if it does, then we may see a correction here. So do you guys see what I'm saying? Do you guys understand my analysis? Leave a like here, because I'm dropping you some good knowledge here, guys. You guys can learn a thing from this, because this is going to support you. And let's see if SPY finds a reversal here. Watching closely. So make sure you drop a like on this live if you have learned something, because I am sharing my knowledge, sharing what I do. Dr. Slomo says the SOS fraud is fake news. Wow. Like I said, trend line, guys. Like I said, trend line. Can we find support at the trend line? Obviously, trend line is not going to be super accurate, because I've done this based on a 1 hour time frame. Are you seeing this, guys? Look at this. Look at this. Upward trend. Can we find support? This is what I'm talking about. 95 viewers. Thanks everyone dropping a like on the live. Really appreciate you guys. Show me some love here. We are sharing what my analysis is. Upward trend, folks. Can we hold upward trend? You know, we have seen the upward trend drop below before based on my analysis, which happened back in end of January, right? So this upward trend is not going to be super accurate, but I've got my levels charted to watch closely. 379, 378, 377, 374. It's a bit close, but 373. And then the major support level. Major support level here, 369. Let's just call it 370. That's major support for me. That is major support. Yeah, I mean, you could use puts to hedge. you can use puts to hedge your portfolio, you can definitely do that. Alex had his support at 380. So did I. Yeah, I think I had mine at 380. Oh, it's broken it. It's broken it. Let's see if Alex is right. Will it hold 380 now? Huge red candle here on the 1 hour chart for SPY. Let's see if 380 now holds. Was my next support. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. I want to see what's happening. It is really finding support here. Okay, I think this might be it, guys. I think this might be it. I think this might be support here. Volume, buying volume. Come on. Car gauge. Oh my God, is saying, guys, 122 viewers. Can you guys drop a like here? We are sharing what I do and how we do. Okay. Yeah, this looks to have found support here, but I'm going to wait. When I look for support, oh yeah, look at the buying pressure coming in here. Pretty clean. I was off by a couple of cents here. Maybe we'll find support here. Yep, this is support. So I want to see over 381, 381.91, and then we're back into safe territory. This is just a small correction, Leonard. Sorry to scare everyone with the thumbnail. But at least you guys are watching and learning something. That's the main thing. So, pretty wild ride. Yeah, exactly. But we're finally finding support here on SPY. Look at the buying pressure coming in. Look at the buying pressure coming in. Yeah. Guys, a market correction like this is either an opportunity for some or a disaster for some. I'm talking about the overall market, Kalenta. I'm not talking about individual stocks, my friend. Jeez, this guy, honestly. I'm not talking about individual stocks. I'm talking about the overall market. My God. So I started mine this morning. They got in perfect timing. Yeah, exactly. See, like this type of support, when you find strong rejection of a 380 level, for instance, like here, and buying pressures coming in based off the candle and the price action, that is where you look for your dip buy opportunities. Everything is in the red. Literally everything is in the red. And I just don't think central banks right now will allow for a bigger market crash to happen. They just can't let it happen. So just short of my upward trend, guys, but I think we're pretty safe. We're back in safe territory. I want to tune in towards market close to take you guys through this analysis. Hank just got into CCIV. Well done. I don't know if that's the market. Now that the market's holding up, we can find some cheap stocks. So I'm going to be doing that with the team. I'm going to have to end it here to go grab some lunch and look for some bargains. So thanks very much for tuning in on this live. It's been great. It's been fantastic. I hope you guys have learned something. Look at the upward trend here, which we have on my chart. Upward trend still intact. So maybe we continue the bullish move on the 1 hour time frame. So always look at the bigger time frames when you are understanding corrections and what is the difference between a bigger crash. So fantastic, great day, guys. Thanks for everyone for watching, tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram, which is traderjourney_official. Here we go. Where is it? Yeah, it's there somewhere. So make sure you follow me there and traderjourney_official. Catch you guys soon and have a good day. We'll catch you at market close. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.